एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भय निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुरप्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच।
एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भय निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी गुरप्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। सतनाम वाहिगुरू। जो बोले सोने हाथ सत श्री अकाल।
हमरी करो हाथ दे रक्षा पूरन हुए चित्त की इच्छा तब चरणन मन रहे हमारा अपना जान करो प्रतपार हमरे दुष्ट सबे तुम काबू आप हाथ दे मोहे बचाओ।
Named after his sister Nanki by his parents, Mata Tripta and Mehta Kalu, he was the founder of Sikhism and the first of the 10 Sikh Gurus. As a child, he was one of the brightest students and could learn anything in a short amount of time. By the age of 10, he had mastered all that his teachers could teach him. He was kind and generous, always investing in the welfare of others. He travelled far and wide across Asia teaching people his message of Ek Onkar, which is one God, who dwells in each and every one of his creations and constitutes the eternal truth. He travelled the continent spreading his message through divine miracles and hymns devoted to God. His first lesson was his belief that there was no Hindu or Muslim. All were the children of God. After attaining enlightenment and a clear perception of God, he provided the masses with the Mool Mantra, which is as follows. Ek Onkar, Satnam, Karta Purakh, Nirbhav, Nirvair, Akal Moorat, Ajuni Saibhang, Gurprasad, Jap, Aad Sach, Jugaad Sach, Hai bhi Sach, Nanak Hose bhi Sach. Guru Nanak's sacred words manifest themselves in the form of over 900 poetic hymns, also known as Shabads in the holy text, the last and eternal Guru of Sikhism, the Guru Granth Sahib. Even as a child, Guru Nanak was considered a saint. Once when Guru Nanak fell asleep near a tree, but out of the reach of his shade, the sun's hot rays fell upon his form. A cobra slithered out of its burrow and spread its hood wide above Nanak's bare face to protect him from the sun. A Muslim landlord passing by saw the snake and assumed the worst. He rushed to help Nanak, but as he got closer, the snake slithered away, retreating into its burrow. During his travels, once he came upon a village. He chose to stay at a poor carpenter's house rather than the mansions of the rich littered across the region. Once one of the lords heard about this, he demanded Nanak's presence. When asked why he decided to stay in the small hut, Guru Nanak asked the lord for some sweets. As he picked up the provided sweets, he also took out a loaf of bread that he had brought from the carpenter's house. As he squeezed both items in his hand, pure milk dripped out of the carpenter's bread, while the sweets oozed blood, representing the exploitation of the poor that the Lord based his fortune on. After his travels, when he returned to the village in which he had stayed at the carpenter's hut, what he witnessed was pure chaos, terror and carnage, as the Mughals, led by Emperor Babur, were set on their journey for conquest. But even Babur was swayed by Nanak's wisdom and was deeply anguished by his own sins and wrongdoings. After deciding upon his successor, Nanak had come upon the opinion that there was no longer a need for his wisdom, and thus he gave up his body to his one true Lord. The day of his death was woeful, not because of the loss of a guru, but because his disciples, who were a mix of Hindus and Muslims, fought over how his body would be taken care of, whether it would be buried or cremated, which went against the Guru's first teachings. But as they tugged at the plain white sheets, covering Guru Nanak's body. What they witnessed could only be described as a miracle, as where he once lay, there was a bed of beautifully vibrant flowers. Every November, the first Guru is remembered by the masses worldwide, and his teachings are recited with great enthusiasm to spread the message of peace and unity between the children of God. Guru Nanak's story is one filled to the brim with wisdom and multiple instances which demand reflection upon oneself. The miracles and realizations that occurred in the presence of the Guru are enough to cause goosebumps and send anyone spiraling down a rabbit hole of deep thoughts.
सगरी सृष्टि दिखाए अचंपा आदि जुगाद स्वरूप स्वयं
declared that this world that we see is a reflection of God. He resides in all of us. He preached simple and honest living with love for all human beings. एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पूरक निरभो निरवै अकाल मूरत अजूनी सहबंग गुरप्रसाद। वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह। जो बोले सो निहाल। सत श्री अकाल। Guru Nanak ji believed that God is truth and truth is God. He left home at a young age to spread God's name. He led a simple saintly life. Guru Nanak Dev ji is first Guru of Sikhism. Do you know about Guru Nanak Dev ji's three principles? नाम जपो, वन छको, किरत करो। सतगुरु नानक बरगटिया मिट्टी तुंद जग चानन हुआ। जो कर सूरज निकलिया तारे छपे अंधेर पल्लोआ। सतनाम वाहेगुरु सतनाम वाहेगुरु सतनाम वाहेगुरु।
एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भव निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभंग गुरप्रसाद। जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसे भी
ego, anger, greed, attachment and lust. These are 5 evils that make life miserable. He gave us 3 important learning. 1. Shakko, helping those within less and in need. Kirat karo, making alive livingly. Naam Jappo, meditating on God's name. Nanak Ji concept of selfless service was a way of life.
Celebrations. Gurpurab celebrations begin at least 2 days in advance with the reading of Guru Granth Sahib, the holy book of Sikh community, called Akhand Path. It is a 48-hour long non-stop reading of the book. The next day, a procession is organized which is headed by 5 beloved ones or Panch Pyaras, where they carry the Sikh flag and the Guru Granth Sahib in palanquin. The part of the celebration is called Nagar Kirtan.
These streets are usually decorated for the festivities with Sikh flags and flowers. In many places, there is also a band that follows along to showcase their swordsmanship using traditional Sikh weapons. Sometimes they even display mock battles. These processions are essentially to make people more aware about the Guru Nanak and his contribution to the Sikh community. You will usually find community leaders walking along the procession and sharing the Sikh Guru teachings.
On the auspicious occasion of Guru Nanak Jayanti, I am presenting the mantra of blessing from the Guru Granth Sahib. This passage is sung before the final prayers of any devotional Sikh service. It is found in the Sukhmani Sahib on page 268 of the Guru Granth Sahib. For blessings, protection and care, one should chant and listen to this soothing prayer with folded hands. It is a prayer for prosperity and welfare of all mankind. तू ठाकुर तुम पे अरदास, जियो पिंड सब तेरी रास। तुम मात पिता हम बारिक तेरे, तुमरी कृपा में सुख घनेरे। कोई न जाने तुमरा अंत, ऊंचे ते ऊंचा भगवंत। सगल सामग्री तुमरे सूत्रधारी, तुम ते होए सो आज्ञाकारी। तुमरी गत मित तुम ही जानी, नानक दास सदा कुर्बानी। वाहिगुरु जी दा खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी दी फतेह। ओ बल्ले बल्ले लोर पकड़ा, ओ बल्ले बल्ले लोर पकड़ा। जेड़ा मूड बनाया, हार्डकोर का मूड बनाया। आज लोर पकड़ा, ओ बल्ले बल्ले मैं लोर पकड़ा। पिंड सुनीदा तारा, मेरे भेज ते ही जाना यारा कदी नहारा। पिंड सुनीदा तारा, पिंड सुनीदा तारा।
ਜਾਣਾ ਓ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਜਿੱਤੇ ਹੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਯਾਰਾ ਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਹਾਰਾ ਓ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਜਿੱਤੇ ਹੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਯਾਰਾ ਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਹਾਰਾ ਡਾਂਸ ਕਰਦਾ ਏ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਟਿਮ ਟਿਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਤਾਰਾ ਡਾਂਸ ਕਰਦਾ ਏ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਟਿਮ ਟਿਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਤਾਰਾ ਡਾਂਸ ਕਰਦਾ ਏ
ਓ ਬੱਲੇ ਬੱਲੇ ਮੈਂ ਫਲੋਰ ਪਟਣਾ ਓ ਬੱਲੇ ਬੱਲੇ ਮੈਂ ਫਲੋਰ ਪਟਣਾ ਓ ਮੈਂ ਨੱਚਣੇ ਦਾ ਮੂਡ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹਾਰਡਕੋਰ ਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਮੂਡ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਅੱਜ ਤਾਂ ਫਲੋਰ ਪਟਣਾ ਓ ਬੱਲੇ ਬੱਲੇ ਮੈਂ ਫਲੋਰ ਪਟਣਾ